What's going on, guys? Jesse Haynes from CardLines.com. It is Friday, your favorite day of the week, mainly because of the Friday Weekly Recap. So here it is. We missed last week because I was in Vegas, but I am back this week and ready to recap. So in this video, we're going to be looking through the headlines for the week. All kinds of stuff to talk about, including releases, some industry news, and more. But first, let's cue the intro. That's exactly what it sounds like to me. This was a pretty big week, not gonna lie, about 10 different stories. I'm not gonna talk about quite all of them today, so go to cardlines.com to hear more about all the stories I do discuss or read a couple more for yourself. But I'm gonna give a summary of the ones that I've deemed the most noteworthy for the week, and it's going to be a pretty cool video today. But first, big favor to ask. According to the YouTube channel analytics, only about a fifth of the people who watch this video are actually subscribed to the channel. So if you could just do me a big favor and hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell, it's going to be cool and it's going to allow us to keep making videos for you. And we're actually doing some stuff, so you might get some stuff out of it. We actually just gave away 2 different boxes last week to our YouTube subscribers, so there's a decent chance that that could be you next if you would just hit the subscribe button. Thank you. The most noteworthy headline for the week is that Panini can continue producing cards. That's a pretty big deal. We wrote this article, Panini can continue producing football cards, to cover basically everything that happened. And in short, the NFLPA's emergency appeal got denied, which means at least it's looking like for the next couple of years, Panini is going to be able to continue producing cards. Panini's lawyer said, Panini's pleased, the NFLPA's request for emergency relief has been denied. Panini's going to continue moving forward in production and sales of fully licensed NFL cards, which will continue to outperform in all aspects. So it's going to be continuing moving forward. We had this big blow up where we pushed out a lot of news and said, wow, we don't know what's going to happen, but it looks like the NFLPA is done working with Panini. As you remember, they tried to terminate the license effective immediately. And now, looks like Panini's back in business at least for the next couple of years. Who knows? With Fanatics, the way that they seem to play some like low post bully ball, we're not entirely sure what that looks like, but for now, Panini is going to be continue making cards. And speaking of Panini cards, let's look at the best sports card releases in October. Here's the power ranking of the top 8 releases. Some of these, I ain't even gonna lie, this is why Panini's frustrating. I've been writing these articles for the last 2 years, and I think 2 or 3 of these brands I have mentioned in 3 different articles before, and they keep getting delayed. Like this Prism basketball was supposed to drop like 4 months ago. And I think it has been mentioned, I know it just hit shelves yesterday, but it has been mentioned in like 3 of these monthly recaps, so you keep having to come up with new stuff to say about it. It's rough. It's Prism WNBA basketball at the end of the day. I'm really excited about Bowman Chrome University football, and I'm biased because I hit a really nice autograph of Caitlin Clark out of Bowman Chrome University basketball that I sold for almost $800 out of a $120 box or something, $125. But the Bowman Chrome football is cool. And if you haven't seen it, I made a video that basically saying I think Bowman first cards of NFL and NBA superstars are going to be worth something in the future after Panini takes over. And Bowman Chrome University is going to have the first Bowman card of a lot of guys, including Marvin Harrison Jr. this year, which is pictured right here, Shadur Sanders. There's going to be a lot of people there. This pro debut has been delayed 100,000 times. Stadium Club's coming out for sure. We have a preview that just went live this week. Panini Flux basketball, this is so annoying, man. It's a $250 box, and it's coming out like a week before the rookies in the box start their second season. They need to just let this go. It's nuts. This is one of my favorite, because I'm a nerd, and this is one of my favorite articles we publish every month. So we break down the top grading trends for August. I don't ever write these, but I dive into them way too much because they're really cool. It's a 10,000 foot assessment of the landscape of the grading population. So first thing we always do is just look at the different grading companies and how much gains or losses they have in just total grading output, which is a good sign. Like just looking at it, looks like the cards were moving in the right direction from last August, and even moving in the right direction for last month. So big gains across the board, except for CCG, but the numbers there are a little bit confusing because they combine, so I'm not entirely sure. You can look by sport. This one's not necessarily like, oh, get concerned about a particular sport. This one more moves and is kind of indicative of what's coming down the pipeline in terms of like watchability. Like NBA is about to start, so basketball is going to start rising quite a bit. So you can see 37%, 46%. So we're going to get geared up toward basketball season because people start thinking about basketball. I always think about basketball, just FYI. And then, of course, there's a breakdown of eras, and at somewhere there's a breakdown of athletes down here. So here's the most rated cards. So, and then Pikachu. If there's more, there's like twice as many Pikachu cards graded as Shohei. Okay, I'm done. In the video. So if you subscribe to our YouTube, wink wink, you probably saw my video about Topps having 2 1-of-1s of the different unautographed superfractors. So there's, after some research, Topps concluded I think there's 95 total cards, and they made 2 1-of-1 superfractors of each. So what they did this week is announced a buyback program where they said, man, we fumbled the bag there, we're going to make up for it. They pledged $700,000 to buying them back. So what happens is basically, if you get one of these superfractors, and there's like twin superfractors, 2 for each player, so if you submit it to them, and you're the first one of the 2 to submit it, you get a bounty that has been pledged. So there's a page on Topps.com that shows exactly what they're all worth. The most expensive, I think, are $70,000. The average is, you can see, this one's $35,000. This is the second most expensive one. I think there's 2 at $35,000, and then most of them are somewhere between like 3 to 10. But either way, it's quite a generous move by fanatics trying to recover from the Topps mistake, but it's a lot of money. This one's been purchased. That's cool. I hadn't seen this. This is a new change. But there you go. They're buying them back. They messed up, but they're putting $700,000 where their mouth is, so it's nice to see. Here's a fun story about dumpster diving that's fun and also disheartening. So what happened, basically, is that a lucky dumpster diver found these cards from Jackson Merrill out of a trash can, and apparently he had thrown them away. Reddit user CuteBoot showed off his amazing Panini America find inside a dumpster for an apartment complex that regularly houses baseball players. Lucky guy works maintenance and found something was clogging up the compactor, and it ended up being these cards from Jackson Merrill, and they're like crazy 1-of-1s. And there was these stickers here, these Panini autograph sticker sheets, which is probably one of the most, dangerous things, because these are the Panini authentic stickers. So a very dangerous thing to leave behind. I can't tell that there's actually stickers on here. I guess there are. These must be the actual stickers, because I see the water stamp. I was kind of confused though when I said this, because it looks like they'd already been peeled, but I think these are the actual stickers. But if they get in the wrong hands, obviously that could be pretty problematic for all parties involved. So it's a bad look on Jackson Merrill, very irresponsible. I'm sure he's 21, 22 years old or something, and he's rich and doesn't care. So he just chunked them in the trash can. It's a bad look on Panini too, but it's not entirely their fault, because they're obviously just have to trust that these players that they're paying for autographs are going to be at least semi-responsible. And then we have 3 different products that we want to review. So Topps Stadium Club, we offered a review there. This one's a nice one. It's like $110, and you get 2 autographs per box. It's not going to be the most valuable cards you can pull, but there's some nice rookies. And the whole thing here is just full bleed photography. So as you can see, there's like no border on the cards. It's really a photogenic set. They really emphasize nice pictures, and that's the whole pitch here. You get a chrome card per box. It used to be, I think, Stadium Club Chrome was its own standalone brand, and now they've kind of merged them, so now the chromium ones are kind of a rare SSP or something, but it makes it fun. So that's a good product. Check it out. It's dropping very soon, 2 weeks from now, October 18th. Panini Black, which is, when it drops, it will be the most expensive 2023 box to hit. There was a swell in 2023 products, especially when people were thinking that Panini was going to lose the license. So it was like, wow, they might only drop 7 to 10 products, and then, licensed products would be over for the year. So cards swelled in price. That said, now that we know that their future is going to remain semi-stable for the next year or two, it looks like the prices are falling back down to earth a little bit. But either way, this is going to be a high-end product. CJ Stroud's a monster. He is so dang good. So check this out. Give this a read. It looks like $450. It's just a really risky product. You get one pack of 5 cards with a couple autographs. You get one RPA, one additional autograph, one mem card, one base, and one parallel. So you're getting 3 hits, and one of them is just a memorabilia card. So 2 autographs for $450. That is just pure risk. And then another high-end brand, not quite as expensive, but still pretty risky. Gold Standard's coming out. So $440, you get one pack of 7 cards with 5 autographs and memorabilia, and 2 base or parallels. So at least you get 5 hits here. Some of the autographs are going to be pretty nice. It's a decent rookie class. I broke down what the previous ones have sold for. So these are selling for like $450-ish. This year's are, and it looks like the good rookie classes, 2018 obviously Josh Allen, Lamar, etc. 2020 has a ton of good quarterbacks. 2020 is a better rookie class than 2018. Like at some point this one's going to be worth a lot more, just because there's Tua, there's Hurts, there's Herbert, there's Burrow, there's Jefferson, there's so many people there. So it looks like if there's good rookie classes, they're selling for easily above $440. And then 2022, led by Zach Wilson, I'm just kidding, but 2022 does not have many good rookies, and the cards aren't worth much. And 2019 is kind of just Kyler Murray, honestly, and he hasn't played this year, so whatever. But check out Gold Standard. Alright, now it's time for everybody's favorite part of the week. I'm giving away a box as usual, so I'm going to, here are our Instagram followers, which is a reminder, the Instagram is card_lines. So give us a follow there and you'll be entered to win a box every Friday. So we're picking our one follower and giving them a blaster box of cards. I'm going to get rid of the word username. So that's all of our followers. We're going to randomize it. And we're going to randomize it 5 times. We'll do 3 times today. I don't want to go through this. The list is long. We're going to do one more. And then last one. So top number 1 is going to win a blaster box. So congrats, Placentia _OC Placentia. All you have to do is just send us a DM on Instagram and say, hey, I watched your YouTube video. We'll post an announcement graphic. Just let us know where you want us to ship the box and we will get it on the way. Thanks for watching this video, and be sure to watch some of our others. Thanks, guys.